When designing the user interface for web-based applications, all the preceding guidelines still apply. There are also two important issues to be considered. The first issue is that every aspect of the user interface must be transmitted over the internet. With the speeds and bandwidth available today, even large images and videos are commonly sent to application pages. However, developers need to be aware of file sizes and page load times. Users may be willing to wait for a video to begin, but they still prefer rapid responses for the initial load. Furthermore, developers should include sufficient error handling capability to re-establish the dialog if the connection breaks. The second major issue is that all the pages of the website need to be compatible with all of the potential browsers. The most common browsers today are Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, and Opera. Each of the major browsers implements the primary controls in a somewhat similar fashion. However, each also has unique extensions. Developers must carefully design and thoroughly test web pages so that they display correctly in each environment. This could require either using controls that are common to all browsers or testing to see which browsers are being used and transmitting the appropriate user interface code. So the following are some additional considerations for design of a web user interface. For layout and formatting, so it is impossible to address even a small portion of the issues, guidelines, standards, and conventions that apply to web user interface design. Developers who become expert in this arena have a program of continual self-education, reading, and training to design beautiful, engaging, and effective web pages. Web applications will be displayed in many different size windows. Windows will also frequently be resized on the computer screen. Careful consideration should be given to what happens to the page as it resides within the window. Poorly designed pages may not resize correctly and may require horizontal scroll bars to view the entire page. Although vertical scrolling is acceptable for most applications, horizontal scrolling is not. There is one common business practice that user interface designers continually struggle with: advertising on a website. Because the business models for many web applications includes a revenue stream from advertising, designers frequently have to find way to include sponsor ads. As designers, we will not be able to eliminate all advertising. However, it is a good practice to place the advertising so that it does not confuse or override the main purpose of the page. This, of course, requires a balance between the revenue stream from the main function of the web pages and the advertising revenue stream. So in contrast to integrating advertising, so this example is a website of only advertisements. It was an interesting marketing idea, but very difficult for any kind of use. Data entry and user actions. Data entry for web applications has all the same considerations as for regular desktop apps. With the advent of such capabilities as client-side programming with asynchronous transmission to the server, data entry validation can occur immediately as it is entered. A primary consideration for data entry is error handling when delays occur over the network. And with navigation and visibility, standards and conventions for web applications are in continual state of flux. Horizontal menu navigation using tabs along the top of the page are currently a popular and effective technique. The guidelines discussed earlier for navigation and visibility also apply to web applications. It is especially important that navigation links be checked periodically. Web applications frequently have hot links to external sites, which are more susceptible to being broken. So this example is a draft design for the RMO checkout page. The tasks are clear with easily discernible organization and clear instructions. There is plenty of white spaces to allow for additional instructions or navigation elements if needed.